the GATE rank of 121 in GATE Chemical Engineering 2019. So in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about GAIL and its interview preparation, how to prepare your company profile, what are points you should know before attending the interview, and finally the topics you have to study for the entire interviews. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my GAIL interview preparation. So in this particular video, I'm going to talk about GAIL interview preparation. We are going to talk about company, the job profile, the selection process, and finally topics that you have to study. Okay, so we are going to learn about GAIL. The GAIL is GAIL, the full form stands for Gas Authority of India Limited. It is India's leading natural gas chemicals. It is in a midstream industry company. What do you mean by midstream? Upstream, midstream and downstream. The midstream deals with your pipelines and the marketing thing. So GAIL is our midstream industry. It has around 13,340 kilometers of your natural gas pipelines. So the most important pipeline of GAIL is your HVJ pipeline, that is Hazira Vijaypur Jagdishpur pipeline. It connects from Hazira to Jagdishpur and northeast and has a largest stretch till now, and there are other projects coming up in northeast, even in the southern parts of India. Okay, now we're going to learn about its vision and mission. So when we talk about vision, the GAIL says be the leader in the natural gas value chain and beyond, with a global presence, creating values for stakeholders with environmental responsibility. So in a nutshell, its vision is to be the ace in the natural gas market and also contribute to the environment. Now we are going to learn about mission. So mission is enhancing the quality of life through clean energy and beyond. So GAIL deals with the selling and marketing and transportation of your natural gas throughout in your pipelines. Now we're going to learn about its businesses and products. So GAIL has the products like natural gas, liquid hydrocarbons, petrochemicals, LPG transmission, city gas distribution, exploration and production, renewable energy and CSR. So briefly telling a little bit about all. So as you know, natural gas is generally your CH4 methane. So whenever so it supplies the natural gas through its pipelines and compressors. Then we have got liquid hydrocarbons. Now what happens during the pipeline transportation, because of pressure reduction and temperatures, we're able to extract from the same amount of gas some amount out of C3, C4, C2. So that becomes your liquid hydrocarbons. It has a processing plant at different intervals and it gives the product. Then it has petrochemicals. So whatever hydrocarbons it's able to extract or it either imports or purchases, it makes petrochemical out of it. Then it is responsible also for your LPG transportation, and the major part is your city gas distribution. For most of the people, now the cooking takes place through piped gas. So like in Gujarat, we have Gujarat gas, Indraprasth gas. So where do this Indrapal gas is the local supplier to it. The major supplier to this is your GAIL company, and also it has initiatives in exploration production. It generally buys some equity through it. It is foraying into renewable energy also, and has some CSR activities, company social responsibility. Okay, so next, this is its businesses and products. Now we're going to learn about its revenue. So we are going to talk about its production, revenue, joint ventures and subsidies. When you're talking about production, so it has a natural gas production of about 96.26 million metric cube per day. See, actually you are not supposed to remember this values, but I have provided these values to understand the depth of its operation. So it also produces LP, that is about 1.4 million metric ton, and petrochemical is 1 million metric tons per annum. So this is its production. These are its major products. There are others also, but I have tried to cover lesser numbers just to give you the depth of it. And it has a revenue about 71,405 crores. And when you talk about profit loss of 2021, it's about 6136 crore. So this is its revenue it generates. And we're talking about its joint venture and subsidies. So GAIL is not only the pipeline business; it has the total entire profits comes from its joint ventures as well as subsidies. So it has in Petronet LNG Limited. Then it has in Ratnagiri Gas and Power Limited, and it has even equity in city gas distribution in many cities. So GAIL also has its own foreign presence, and there are numerous ones. Please refer to their annual report or their websites to learn more about it. Then we have got gain and management. So whenever you talk about a company, so you should understand what it operates, what are its product, how what its profit and loss, what the numbers shows, and finally how are the people over there. So we are going to learn about Gail management. So the chairperson of Gail is Mr. Manoj Jain, and Gail has its presence pan India. So whenever you are getting a job offer, you might have to travel to different parts of India. Then we are going to talk about some initiative or where the GAIL is quite advantage. So it has got awards like fastest growing Bharatna PSU of India. Then it has got a water innovation award, and GAIL was also declared the top Indian company in gas processing, distribution, and marketing sector. In the year 2014. So you can check out their websites to know even more about the company. And then it has other activities. Not only it is business oriented, there are few other activities it does, like Arogya, Ujjwala, Kaushal, Unnati, Shaksham, Harit. So these are few its CSR initiative where it tries to help the society. Then it is also foraying into renewable energy. It has got 130.26 megawatt of renewable energy. This includes your wind energy as well as solar energy. And then it's also come up with an initiative called Hawa Badlo, where it is trying to work on its mission of clean energy and trying to provide some solutions or some technology for cleaner for fighting air pollution and providing a cleaner air. Okay, now we are going to learn about what's in news and facts which pertains to this particular industries. So the first and foremost we have got I'm going to list out few GK information or something that you should know while applying to GAIL as a part of your common awareness. So we have got PNRB, that is Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulation Board. It is a regular body which deals with the companies that are dealing with petroleum and natural gas. Now, this we have got in our national policies, we have got in Vision 2030, the government plans to make India a gas-based economy. So we want a major contribution of energy from natural gas. So this is a very advantage fact for a company called GAIL. Now, what does it say? The share of natural gas. Why the world average share of natural gas in energy basket is about 23%. In India, it's just 6%. So we have got a wide range of scope to get to the world average. So, however, the government of India has set the target to make it 15% by 2030. Our consumption has been one third of world average, and this would increase in the future, which means GAIL has a major role in completing this Vision 2030 15% target. Then we have got natural gas marketing reforms. So the natural gas is marketed through the world norms, and in the domestic market it has different about natural gas marketing reforms. Then we have got another one is IDEX. It has been recently launched, that is Indian Natural Gas Exchange. So this is our digital platform made exclusively for domestic marketers and producers in India. So this is the new one, IDEX. So these are the 5 facts you should know in the news and facts. Then now this is the job profile. Job profile is what it's being offered to you. Now when we talk about the pay scale, so as I have referred to this by the recruitment application process, so it offers the initial basic pay of about 60,000. So I will be talking about the basic pay. There are other allowances, and that gives a different CTC concept. Then you have got training. Training is 1 year at Noida, so you have some months of training. And then the locations is like pan India. You can get anywhere at its processing plant at different locations or at Hazira or gas compressing sectors, or wherever there are pipeline projects, then yeah, this jobs involves transfer, and the job position that you are offered when you are joining through GATE is your E2 grade. Now when you talk about job profile, so chemical engineering generally are placed in operations at plant, where they have to look together at daily activities. Then marketing divisions, where they are involved in directly selling and marketing of gas. And the third one is your pipeline divisions, where you are into the projects of laying pipelines at different locations. Then you have what selection processes. Now, the selection process I'm going to talk to you about is through GATE. So first, get the GATE, write the GATE exam, get the GATE score. Based on your GATE score, you'll be shortlisted. The shortlisting takes place into ratio of vacancy into the 10. So if you have 5 vacancies, you are 50 people can be shortlisted. Some might apply, some might not apply. So the range might change. Then you have to apply in the interview itself. You are having a group discussion, and interview, both the marks are taken for the final selections. Then there are other forms which I have got to know is through campus interviews. In few colleges they conduct campus interviews, and it could be also through lateral entries. But whenever you talk about lateral entries, you require experience. So this is how Gail's selection processes takes place. Then whenever you're preparing for Gail interview, so based on my personal experience, I'm going to shortlist few topics that you have to study to crack the Gail interviews. So first and foremost, you are supposed to prepare your Gail general HR question. It includes your interaction, your hobbies, or your weaknesses, strength, why particular company. So this is your general HR questions. You are supposed to prepare that. Then the second one is prepare your basics and 5 main subjects which you are good at. So if you are in a chemical engineering discipline, so you should know heat transfer, mass transfer, few basics of pump compressors. So that is preparing your basics. Then apart from that, you are supposed to know about one of its important pipeline, that is HVJ pipelines, how it is located, and what it does. At the same point of time, a company specific topic is you have to read about LNG, PNG, CNG specification, and what differentiate, and the methods of storage of all of this, why and how they are different. Then you have to learn about compressor system and refrigeration system. Now what happens that the gas cannot travel on its own through such a big pipeline, so there are compressors located at different locations. So learning and understanding of compressor is an important part, and in between they are getting liquid hydrocarbons which they are processing in their plants. So learning a simple refrigeration cycle, how it works, is also important. Then you have to learn a few topics like retrograde refrigeration, Joule-Thomson effects, asentropic and adiabatic work, understanding and few graphs pertaining to it. Then fifthly, you have to learn about the role of natural gas in energy transition, how it is important, what are its advantages and disadvantages, uses of natural gas, where do we actually use, which industries use natural gas more efficiently, and you can it also is following into green energy, so you should have some knowledge about other renewable energy. At the last, you can always portray your internship, training, or your